Yo, what's up guys, welcome back for another YgoPro duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup, again last time at Group B. First tech list we have here is Chimeratech OTK from all the way back, I believe in 2017ish, somewhere in that time of period. With triple future fusion, this should be an OCG list by the way, with overload at 3, dimension fusion, giant grenade, and so on. Second tech list we have Ravine rulers, dragon rulers, 2.0 basically post their first ban list back in 2013. So which deck has the advantage? It should be clear that Ravine rulers should have the advantage here, although the fact that Chimeratech can steal like maybe one game, or best case scenario of course can steal 2 games. Other than that, rulers should have this one. Okay, let's see the first game. Right, first of all, I get to start, I believe, so immediately set the Dekochi. This is like an old school 2004 play. Set the Dekochis, activate the Swords of Ravine Light, and I believe set the Jar of Greed as well. Then the opponent's turn, he already has Ravine, Dragon's Ravine, definitely one of the MVP cards of 2013 Dragon Rulers. He goes for the Dracossack play, which is pretty standard for the deck, you know, with Trigon as well, popping the Dekochi, so no draw for me. Although still have swords face up, so yeah, he still can't attack. Although I believe he's eventually going for Scrap Dragon, sacrificing the battle phase here, using Ancient Fairy Dragon's extra summon effect. But you know, having Dracossack and Scrap Dragon on the field against somewhat of a stally deck, he should be in a very good position. Although use Future Fusion to pretty much thin my entire deck, and hope to get lucky like with the Jar of Greed, draw into Graceful, and draw into one of the 3 Overload Fusions. Perfect, perfect. So get a huge Chimeratech on the field with like, I'm not really sure how many attack points it has, but eventually I can attack for a game, so a nice steal here. Hopefully I can get lucky during the second game as well. He does set 3 and no other plays, that's good, although my hand isn't really too great, so use giant, well yeah, due to the heavy storm it is. So use Storm, he immediately flips over the 6th Sense, banned for a good reason, right, and with his hand, not really sure, I believe he called 3 and 4, I probably would have done the same, looking at his hand now, not really too great, and you know, if you miss, if the dice roll is not correct, you get to mill those same amount of cards the dice rolled. So like, if you call 3 and 4 and the dice is like 5 or 6, you can mill like 5 or 6 cards, and with Dragon Rulers, same with something like Infernoids, your graveyard is basically your second hand. That's a good board, although again a Dracossack in attack position and no Scarecrow in his hand, so I could potentially capitalize on this. Having the Chimeratech Fortress Dragon in the extra deck would have been nice here, but sadly it wasn't out yet, I believe. Yeah, I'm not sure about it, but I don't think it was out yet. But yeah, not enough counter-attack over the Dracossack. I believe the Chimeratech came 1 monster short, and he does go for Arm with Arm to eventually win with the much-needed burn damage eventually. But yeah, going for Arm with Arm, it didn't really matter too much. So third game, hopefully get a steal this one, but looking at my hand, this is not too good. A Jar of Greed into another brick, basically the Dimension Fusion, and you know, Dimension Fusion also lets your opponent special summon yeah, his banished monsters as well. And that kind of blows against something like Dragon Rulers. He does use the Wing Blast, maybe he should have used it during the end phase. I believe he did have the Flame Veil Guard, Fire Guard I believe, in his hand. But it's not going to matter too much. He banishes the guards and something else for the blaster, I believe. Main phase 2 Dracossack. I'm still under trap stun, that is, but he does hit the enemy controller. A big bummer, although again, no monsters, absolutely no monsters. So I still need to stall here with the swords, and I believe the Gravity Bind set as well. But yeah, Gravity Bind doesn't hit exceeds, but eventually he does go for, yeah, does make a good play. Goes for Black Rose to pretty much blow up the entire field. This Dracossack does survive during the token. I believe 1 token still on the field, and now he's just able to attack for a game. So eventually with this game number 3, a kind of an easy win for yeah, 2013 Dragon Ruler. So one deck is pretty much sure, or is sure, that it will move on to the top 16 playoffs, and that's 2013 Dragon Rulers. But still one match here in Group B, which probably should be uploaded around Early next week we have windups against heroes, 3-toed heroes, a very important match for both, since this match will decide who moves on to the top 16 cutoff. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out.